Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of September 24th through September 30th, coming right on in at the end of the month. Wow, time is going so quickly. As always, my readings are general in nature and may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you that are liking and sharing these videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. As a reminder, at the end of the reading, we will ask a yes or no question regarding money and career, so do please make sure that you are sticking around to the very end. Let's go ahead and see. Doing it a little bit different today, so let's go ahead and see. What does Aquarius need to know regarding money and career for the time frame I have specified? Oh, looks like there's a little bit of a lack of focus coming in at the beginning of this week. Wow, way too many coming in at the beginning of this week for you, Aquarius. So let's see, what else do we need to know? Now, that doesn't mean that there will be a lack of focus moving forward. It just may be a reminder from Spirit to notice if your focus is a little dispersed and to bring it back in. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Bring it back in to focus. All right, let's see. What else? The phone is ringing in the background. You may or may not be able to hear that. Let's see, what else does Aquarius need to know? Oh, this one right here. Woo. All right, lots of newness coming in, Aquarius. So some of you might feel a little bit scattered, like there's a lack of focus. And sometimes, I have noticed this in my own life. You may or may not have noticed this in your own life, but sometimes right before there is some newness, some kind of up leveling, I feel very scattered, almost like I am beginning again or learning again or anew, right? So as I said, for some of you at the beginning of the week, there might be a feeling of a lack of focus. You know, really focus in on kind of where that is coming from, why it feels like there might be a lack of focus, if it's a dispassion that is creating that lack of focus, or if there might be something else going on. Spirit really does want you to notice that lack of focus, but also not to be too concerned or worried about it, as it, as I said for myself, when I feel like there's a lack of focus, generally there is an up leveling coming up or coming in. And sometimes it's like there's a whole bunch of downloads that come through when I am not specifically focused on something. So for some of you, that will really resonate with. For others, it may not. But your next card here is transformation. Yes, of course, right? Yes, of course, Aquarius. A fresh new way of living emerges. So there is a transformation coming in for you, Aquarius, and that might be where that lack of focus is coming in. A transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. So as far as money and career go, this really could be kind of moving towards this new idea that might be coming in, being downloaded for you, or begin to percolate as far as how you make your living, what it is that you get up and do every single day. It may be a complete 180 or even a 360 from what you're currently doing or what you have thought about doing, right? So sometimes we really have this idea, and then all of a sudden this download comes in, this idea comes in, this new knowledge, this new information comes in, and we are completely doing something different, Aquarius, that is abundant for us, that does help us to spread our wings and to fly, right? Almost like an emerging of the phoenix from the ashes. It feels like the energy around this really feels like potentially for some of you that you had felt like or had this idea that maybe you have already reached the end of this path as far as your career goes, and kind of a reinventing of yourself, which is coming through, which for me really, really does kind of bring in that lack of focus, because a lot of times there's not a lot of clarity when you are in between phases or stages. And so the focus could feel very, very scattered as that clarity begins to emerge, as this transformation begins, Aquarius. And your next one that you have here is choosing your path. All is possible, Aquarius. So this is Spirit reminding you all is possible. Doing a 180 or a 360 is not unheard of. There are so many people that go from one career, right, and move smoothly, transition, transform into a completely different career, and everything is beautiful and abundant for them. Now, a little kind of side note here. It doesn't mean it's always smooth and clear, right? There are trials and trial and error. Sometimes there are obstacles that can come up, but Spirit is really wanting you to remember all is possible. There are many, many different paths that you can go down, Aquarius. There are many, many different things that you can do. And with technology, there is so much more that you are able to do, that we are capable of doing, that we can create. If it isn't there, Aquarius, Spirit is indicating you create it. You created, Aquarius. All is possible for you. All is possible for everybody. Even the word impossible has I'm possible in it, Aquarius. So keep, trucking along, keep moving along. Why did that trucking, either way? I don't know why that came through. But on the next card here, traveling lightly. So maybe that's where the trucking along came in. Simplify your life. So for some of you, it's really being indicated that there may be a lack of focus because there's just too much going on, or there's too much information coming in. Simplify that, Aquarius. Spirit is indicating keep traveling, keep moving along, but maybe let some of the baggage go. So this might be the baggage that is keeping you scattered or unable to focus, right? Of who you thought that potentially a career meant you were, or of, I know when this is so silly, and I don't know why Spirit is bringing this up for me to share, but before I left my job, I'm kind of embarrassed to share this, but Spirit is saying that it's yeah, it needs to be shared. Before I left my job, several years ago, I was holding on to the job because I thought that it was a point of stature for me. And this other little point is probably going to make you giggle because it sounds so silly to me now. I had my own parking space. Yay. And I was holding on to a job that was way overdue, way over its shelf life, that I was not happy at and had not probably ever been happy at, maybe in the very beginning, and been there for nearly 20 years. But at the end, I was only holding on to it because of a parking spot, Aquarius. So yeah. So notice if that's something that you are doing, if you are holding on to something, to a past life, to a position, to a career, to a stature, to a parking spot, and it doesn't really make any sense for you anymore. And transform. Let that go. Rise from the ashes. Transform where you are as far as career goes, right? All is possible, and simplify your life. Let those things go, Aquarius. I know I had to, and I am a much, much happier person because of it. All right. And then also new vitality. So Aquarius, there is so much new coming in here. You have new vitality, the colors of the rainbow. For me, this is really, really showing there are many different notes that you can hit, Aquarius, and there's many different streams, colors, vitality that can come through that. So moving on, moving up, leveling up, doing a 180, a 360 as far as career goes is really, really going to ramp up, for those of you that this resonates for, not only your passion and your zeal for life, but also that abundance, that money that gets to come in because you let go of these past ideas, or these, in my case, the past thoughts that I held on to, right? Such as the parking space or the stature. And you get to step into a whole new realm of ideas and open up to the possibilities, to the opportunities all around you. Again, as I said before, all is possible, right? With your choosing your path, all is possible. In the age that we live in, you can, Aquarius, create anything that you desire. You can create any position. You know, you have people that are life coaches, that are abundance coaches, that are mindset coaches, that are doing, not iPods, excuse me, podcasts, that have YouTube channels such as this one, which is growing so amazingly fast. And I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for showing up, for sharing energy with me, for supporting the channel, for subscribing to the channel. Just as a little side note, for sharing the videos, liking the videos. It really, really is appreciated from the bottom of my heart. But you can do and be anything, Aquarius. And technology keeps increasing, it keeps improving. There, you've got social media influencers, you have people everywhere. Even banks are online a lot of times now, and you could potentially, if you knew the ins and outs, create your own. There is nothing that is impossible. As I've already said, right in that word says, I'm possible, all is possible. Transformation in the air, a lot of newness coming in, that new vitality, many different notes, many different shades of reality, of your reality, of creating your reality, of your life, and what that has the potential to look like, not only as far as money and career are concerned, but also in all categories. Because I am a firm believer, once we do the work, Aquarius, and once we up level in one area of our life, it actually creates the snowball effect that in transforms, has the potential to transform every area of our life. So letting go of something that potentially has been holding us back, creating something new for ourselves, within ourselves, that comes out by doing the work, right, actually creates the snowball effect within our whole entire life. And that is very, very abundant, Aquarius. All right. Gosh, this is beautiful. Let's go ahead and see. If you haven't already, go ahead and think of a yes or no question regarding money and career. If you haven't already, go ahead and pause this video and think of one and come back to it. For those of you that already have, let's go ahead and get an answer for you. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that is a yes. That is a very powerful, definite queen. Yes, yes, queen. Non-gender specific, but yes. So whatever your question was, Aquarius, regarding money and career for this time frame, the queen, a very high boss energy queen, is saying yes. Yay. I love that. I love that so much. All right, Aquarius, I do intend that this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please go ahead and hit that like button and share this video. It does let others be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead. It's right down in the corner, right there. And the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, joy, and love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.